Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the University of Manchester and the splendid surroundings of the Whitworth Hall for today's graduation ceremony. In particular, I would like to welcome our graduands, whose magnificent achievements and hard work we are here to celebrate. I'm also, of course, delighted to see so many friends and family here. I thank you all for the encouragement that you have given to our graduands during their studies, which has been so important for their success. Just like the staff in the Manchester Pharmacy School, you can be extremely proud of what they have achieved. Before I begin, I would like to say a few words about the institution whose name will be written on the certificates that you will soon be receiving. From its origins in the early 19th century, this has been a university ready to engage with the wider world. You'll struggle to find ivory towers here. At the present time, Manchester is already regarded as one of the best institutions in the world, and we are determined to become even better. No fewer than 25 Nobel Prizes have been awarded to our staff and former students, and our alumni occupy the highest positions in the world of business, media, and the professions. And of course, I have no doubt that future leaders in many of those fields are sitting in front of me now. You'll see outside some of the investments that the university has made in the bricks and equipment to improve the experience of our students and to keep our research at the leading edge. But it isn't bricks, mortar, wires, technology, or pieces of paper that make this university so great and successful. It is our students, our staff, our people. During our time in Manchester, you as students have helped form the university to what it is today. And the ceremony here is much about thanking you and honouring you for that contribution as it is to celebrate your academic achievements. A degree ceremony is far more than obtaining a piece of paper and some letters after your name. It may sound somewhat contrite, but it's a rite of passage, marking the move from one stage of life to another. For some of you, you will remain in higher education and research, but for many, the transformation will be to the world of work. And if you're still feeling the effects and the pressures of deadlines and the effects of your work, then perhaps you can take some solace from Aristotle, who tells us that the roots of education are bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Obtaining a degree is a hugely important milestone, but this is just the beginning of the journey and your association with the university. As the class of 2015, you will be taking with you not only the friends that you have formed here during your years with us, but also the membership of a wider community of 300,000 who come together in our Alumni Association. One last message before we proceed is to remind you that your degree does not only confer on you the recognition of the knowledge you have gained. In this age, where the trust in many of our leading public and private institutions has been damaged, we rely even more heavily on the integrity and informed skepticism that the trained mind can offer. Wherever you go in the world, you will be responsible for carrying these values with you and instilling them in those around you. So I sincerely hope that today will not be your last contact with the university, and please remember that our doors will always be open to you. Thank you. I now invite Professor Kay Marshall, the head of the Manchester School of Pharmacy, to come and say a few words.
Good afternoon, graduands, guests and colleagues. I'm Professor Kay Marshall and I have the pleasure of being the head of the Manchester Pharmacy School. I can honestly say that even after 3 years in post, my job is still a pleasure. And I hope in the next few minutes I'll provide you with the evidence to back this up. Indeed, some of this evidence is sat right here in front of me, in the glorious Whitworth Hall, in the shape of those waiting to come up the steps to this stage this afternoon to collect their hard-won and well-deserved awards. I know from my own experience of teaching them and from my colleagues who've taught them from their reports that the future of pharmacy and the pharmaceutical sciences is in very good hands. The class of 2015 is truly an exceptional one. I think we can also say that for the Manchester Pharmacy School, it's been an exceptional year. At the start of the academic year, we found out that our latest Athena Swan submission had earned us a silver award. This award recognises equality measures within the school, and in our feedback, the panel of the great and the good commended us on the way we involve the students in all of our activities. This was followed up by the results of the Research Excellence Framework exercise, known as the REF. So in December, out of a field of 94, we came top of the Research Power League. This further strengthens our position as a world-leading school of pharmacy. The REF was also a combined effort from all the allied healthcare professions in our faculty, which reflects well upon the team spirit at Manchester. We were indeed stronger together. This mirrors not just the interdisciplinary nature of pharmacy research, but also the direction of travel towards greater interprofessional learning in all of our teaching. So our research is in good shape, and the teaching research nexus is as strong as ever, and this contributes to the distinctiveness of all of our talk programmes, as well as being vital in future-proofing our students, and maybe even inspiring some of them to come back for more, and possibly joining us on this side of the stage in years to come. This year we've launched several new postgraduate courses, and we've updated others, a fact that was recognised at our 5-year review in spring. We've worked with NHS leaders as we've developed our new programmes, as we recognise the importance of working with stakeholders to ensure that we meet their needs as key employers. And a good example would be our Pharmaceutical Technology and Quality Assurance course, which has attracted technical services pharmacy professionals from across the UK. Today also sees our first cohort of clinical and health services pharmacy graduates coming through our new blended programme, who I note have been described as a joy to teach. I'm particularly pleased that we started an independent prescribing course in February, and many pharmacists and nurses joined up and will be receiving their certificates later today. I know thinking about further study when you've only just completed a course is a big ask, but I would encourage all pharmacists to ensure their place as the medicines experts they are on the register of non-medical prescribers. There are about 7,500 GP practices out there, and they're all waiting. The door is open for pharmacists to flood through. The other major formal event of the year was our MPharm accreditation event in May. The General Pharmaceutical Council interrogated our course, our staff and our students. It created hard work, and it was hard work. But together we came through to gain a full 6 years of accreditation. This event caused a severe disruption to the work-life balance of many, but it also exemplified that we are a team, and a strong, united one at that, as befits the city of Manchester. In addition to having our teaching and research recognised as being excellent, we've also worked hard to fulfil Goal 3 of the university, which is all about social responsibility. In the Manchester Pharmacy School, social responsibility takes many forms. It may be about ensuring we admit students from all backgrounds to learn with us, and we do this in all sorts of ways, not least via our foundation programme. And today I'm delighted that all 11 students who joined us via this route are graduating. We also take our expertise in medicines out to the public to try and prevent them from becoming patients. We'd be here far too long if I told you about all the things we've done, but I would like to just mention a few of our key events. The first one requires me to embarrass one of my colleagues by drawing attention to the fact that he and his team won the University Oscar for public engagement. Dr. David Allison, a microbiologist by trade, is well aware of the challenge that faces us all around the way we use our antimicrobial medicines, and hence the idea behind the award-winning, family-focused Bugs to Drugs Days. Staff and students have also signed the pledge, the Public Health England pledge, that is, and we have become antibiotic guardians. This important movement again focuses on retaining the effectiveness of our existing antibiotics and preventing the rise of antimicrobial resistance that our Chief Medical Officer, Dame Sally Davies, rightly describes as a catastrophic threat to us all. This year, we've also focused on strengthening the Manchester pharmacy community by engaging with pharmacists from across Greater Manchester and organising a series of What's New lectures so we can show how our research changes pharmacy practice. These lectures also serve to provide our students with an opportunity to meet their future colleagues and potential employers. In terms of supporting our students with their career choices, our alumni have been back to us on several occasions this year. Working with our current students in small groups, I learnt a lot personally. It reinforced the high regard in which I hold our former students, but I also learned what speed dating is. We have hosted and facilitated so many events this year, and they've all left me feeling very, very proud of my students and my staff. I know I have the honour of working with smart people and teaching smart people, but this year has demonstrated many times over that they are also what I'd describe as well-rounded people. And that's not simply because of all the cakes we've baked and inevitably eaten for charity. This year has been a veritable eat-a-thon for us. But I think we've proved that we're better at cakes than at what I would loosely describe as singing. When colleagues said they were unsure about joining the We Are Pharmacy choir for comic relief because they couldn't sing, they were in fact telling the truth. So together we've raised and donated thousands of pounds to help those in need. And never has need been as clearly demonstrated to me as it was one evening in March, when I joined some of the fourth year in our training room, where they were using their fantastic social skills to work with some special guests, a group of looked after children. This event brought home to me how much as members of society we need to do, and the people sat in front of me have demonstrated their capacity, their skills, and their caring in such a way to leave me hopeful about the future. I started by talking about being stronger together, but this isn't just about research and teaching, and I make no apology for returning to this theme again. I know that our graduates haven't become great citizens on their own. They've been influenced, and they've had the support of the very important people, our guests in this hall today, their family and their friends. I know I made some of the most meaningful friendships in my life with the people I met at university, and I hope that you can say the same. You'll meet many of them again, perhaps often unexpectedly. Hemlines may go up and down, hair may even come and go, but the bonds that you've forged here will remain. So finally, can I congratulate you all on your achievement and wish you every success and happiness. You've already started to make a difference by getting here today. Keep going that extra mile. And don't be afraid of the career choices as you go forward. Please, but do please stay in touch with us at the Manchester Pharmacy School as you now take your place in our alumni family. Thank you.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Abdallah Mohammed Al-Madani. James Edward Glasper. Damien John Marie. Caroline Rinn. Nikolaos Samandouras. Aisha Ufik. Alison Wright. And for the Master of Science, Industrial Pharmaceutical Science, Alan Wong. And for the Postgraduate Diploma in Clinical and Health Services Pharmacy, Lisa Joanne Bailey. Alicia Henrietta Kate Robson. Ciara Bridget Rathbone. And for the Master of Pharmacy with Honours, Juwaira Albu Basid Mohammed. Thomas Acey. Saida Noreen Ahmed. Shamalia Ahmed. Shuab Ahmed. Humaira Akhtar. Yasmin Amin. Despo Antonio. Mariam Antwe Bosacchio. Richmond Arkilas. Megan Lucy Arnold. Akib Arshad. Arash Asadi Mohagadin. Navreet Kaur Ojale. Nur Afika Binti Awi. Gemma Barrowcliffe. Alan Beck. Matthew Burse. Mark Burry. Karanjit Chana. Chu Ying Chow. Sidra Riaz Chowdhury. Bhavika Chauhan. Ho Ming Isaac Cheng. Solana Chow. Elsie Obageli Chidi. Emma Coop. Phoebe Cowley. Polly Emma Davies. Vinita Selina Dole. Ciara Doherty. Racine Ambrose Echo. Ola Jamoke Adebisi Fakoya. Sahar Falaha. Julia Faulkner. Marcelina Ferenc. Abby Foster. Gabrielle Jemima Amelia Gallagher. Asma Gadoui. Sukraj Gill. Maud Hafi Zudin bin Hakmi. Chloe Hall. Nisha Hari. Kira Howlett. Stephen John Hughes. Julkar Hussain. Sadaf Ilyas. Daniel Iverson. Fatima Binti Jadid. Saima Jahangir. Jack Johnson. Daniel Jones. Liam John Jones. Matthew Cherif Sami Kaldas. Zena Wangari Kiragu. Hoi Ying April Kwan. Kai Him Law. Richard Kwok Ming Lee. Felissa Suet Yan Lee. Ying Yu Lee. Natalie Lewis. Hutong Lee. Tanya Yi Ying Lim. Hannah Angela Louis. Annie Loy. Fatima Bibi Lunat. Rachel Leon. Jackie Ma. Matthew McGowan. Sarah Mahmood. Adele Mahmood. Amrita Marway. Ryan McKenna. Neve McMahon. Farouk Mia. Hina Modezia. Madia Mohammed. Hina Mustafa. Anum Nabi. Zainab Nassim. Lisa Nguyen. Lone D. Nguyen. Jason Niblett. Oluwadam Alade Odewumi. Aras Onku. Suleiman Parvez. Fozia Patel. Suraj Patel. Samia Hanif Patel. Alexander Radovich. Martha Redmayne. Anne Raju. Aisha Rashid. Humaira Rashid. Suzanne Powell. Amelia Jane Reid. Liam Ross. Sarah Sami. Harpunit Sandhu. Zara Sarwar. Dawinder Satpal Singh. Jinit Shah. Harshal Shah. Samuel James Sharp. Sana Sheikh. Philip Shuttleworth. Valentine Sabanda. Kavita Rani Suglani. Maria Sultana. Umang Alkesh Swami. Yasami Tavasolina. Yasmin Yue Tran. Chen Isaac Singh. Daniel Turner. Marissa Walters. Thomas Rob Webster. Connor Wilkinson. Emma Williams. Sam Williams. Mai Shin Yao. Bharat Saman. Fatima Zulfikar. And for the Bachelor of Science, Pharmaceutical Sciences with honours, Sofia Bernalette Arenas. Rohan Chaturvedi. Nicole Ziman Chia. Rasia Darduri. James Lemmings. Fatima Mustafa Lokmanji. Olivia Grace McKell. Philip Shoker. Hoi Fong Anson Wong. Yusuf Yaqub. Joan Uma Furva Labua Unaga.
Now, this is quite a difficult part of our ceremony. It's where we, as staff, have decided which of our students will win an additional prize. Everybody in front of me, as I said earlier, are already prize winners. They've got here and they've worked hard to get their fantastic awards. But we have a few school awards that we like to give out at our ceremony. The first one is a new award, and I'd like to invite Sue Irving from Rosemont Pharmaceuticals to come and give the award to Umang Swami. This is a new award, and we hope that it will encourage some of our students to join the pharmaceutical industry and realise what great careers they can actually have in pharma. So thank you. Thank you, Rosemont. Our next prize is in memory of a former colleague who I gather was quite a character, and I'm returning to the theme of microbiology again. So this is the Professor Peter Gilbert Prize, awarded to the best overall microbiology student in the final year, and this one goes to Stephen Hughes. Our next award is in memory of a very special student. My colleagues have described this young man, Sam Wilson, as an intellectually able student, and he was actually a fantastic sportsman. He played, I believe, for the University First 11 football team. Sadly, he didn't get to today, but we have an award in memory of him, and it's the Sam Wilson Memorial Award. So it goes to a student who is not only a great sportsperson, but also a great academic. So this time it's going to Suzanne Powell. Now, our next prize again returns to a theme that we visited earlier when I talked. And this is the Manchester Pharmacy School Prize for Social Responsibility. And this year it's going to an exceptional final year student. As I said earlier, we've had lots of exceptional students. But Emma Williams is the recipient of this prize, and Emma organised our Looked After Children event. So I'd like to invite Emma to come and receive the Social Responsibility Prize. Now, the next prize is the Head of School Prize. And as I said earlier, I've been here 3 years, so I've got to know a few of my students quite well. And this is a prize that we award to somebody who's made in this case, a stunning contribution to what I like to think of as the life of our school community. And I can say that whenever I've been at an event, or whether I've been meeting and greeting visitors to our school, I've seen this young man, I've seen his head, sometimes head and shoulders above the others. So I would like to invite Matthew McGowan to come up and get the Head of School Prize. Now, our next prize is, I had to write this one down, this is the Manchester Pharmacy School Never Stop Award. And this, again, is going to a rather exceptional student. And I'd like to ask my colleague, Professor Tim David, to come and award this one. Tim.
Thank you very much. I'm Professor of Child Health and Paediatrics at the University of Manchester. And I've known Zanib since she was a very small little girl, and I was part of the team that has been looking after her throughout her childhood. We are massively proud at how she's done. She's been determined to become a pharmacist really through most of her childhood. Her aim has always been to try and give something back to the NHS, which has been responsible for looking after her. We as a team are very proud of her. She's a very tough, very brave girl, and it's a real pleasure to be here and to present this award.
Thank you, Tim, and very well done, Zanib. Our next prize is the Royal Pharmaceutical Society Prize, and that's our professional body, the RPS. And we'd like to award this prize to Yasmin Amin. And the final prize is the University of Manchester Outstanding Academic Achievement Award. And we give this prize to the highest ranking student in the year group. I've already said that we've got an exceptional vintage year group this year. And this year I'm delighted that the prize is going to Liam Ross.
My name is Harsha Palmer. I'm a lecturer in pharmacy practice, and also I have the great pleasure of being year tutor to this fantastic class of 2015. Please can I ask all our graduates of Master of Pharmacy to stand. I affirm that I will make the care of my patients my first concern, treat every patient politely and considerately, respect patients' dignity and privacy, listen to patients and respect their views, give patients information in a way they can understand, respect the right of patients to be fully involved in decisions about their care, keep my professional knowledge and skills up to date, recognise the limits of my professional competence, be honest and trustworthy, respect and protect confidential information, make sure my personal beliefs do not prejudice my patients' care, act quickly to protect my patients from risk if I have good reason to believe that I or a colleague may not be fit to practice. Avoid abuse of my position as a pharmacist. Work with colleagues in the way that best serve patients' interests. In all these matters, I will never discriminate unfairly against my patients or my colleagues. I will always be prepared to justify my actions to them. After I say the words, I so affirm, please can you repeat? I so affirm. I so affirm. Thank you. You may now be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of us who have the pleasure and privilege to work in academic institutions such as this, graduation is one of the greatest days of the academic calendar. Just seeing the joy and passion of everyone coming up here and amongst the audience has just been a real privilege for us, so thank you all very much. On behalf of the University of Manchester, I would like to wish all of our graduates every success and happiness in their future lives, and I now declare this ceremony closed. Thank you.